stop scrolling. Stop thinking you know what it takes to look younger, stronger, more alive than your age. Because what I'm about to tell you will completely shatter everything you've believed about aging. Most men think youth is stolen by genetics, luck, or time itself. They are dead wrong. Age is not a number, it is a reflection of choices. And if you ignore this one video, the mirror will betray you tomorrow and the day after that, showing a version of yourself you will barely recognize. I'm about to reveal 5 secrets that older men who look decades younger than their age already know. Secrets the world refuses to teach. Secrets that don't involve magic creams, surgery, or shortcuts. Secrets that will transform your body, your mind, your energy, and the way the world sees you. By the end of this video, you won't just see the path to looking younger. You'll feel it. You'll know exactly what it takes to shock everyone around you, including yourself, with vitality, strength, and presence that defies time. Every second you waste ignoring this is a second your body, your energy, and your appearance fall further behind. These are not small adjustments. These are life-altering, age-defying truths that separate ordinary men from the few who refuse to surrender to time. Imagine walking into a room and having people guess your age 5, 10, even 15 years younger than you actually are. Imagine having energy, confidence, and presence that makes youthless men jealous and younger men question themselves. So don't click away. Don't skip. Stay with me. Watch until the very end, because the moment you understand and apply these 5 secrets, you will never look at age or yourself the same way again. Your mirror will no longer lie. Your energy will no longer fade. Your life will begin to shock the world. Let's start with something most men ignore until it's too late. The body. You see, aging is not a number on a calendar. Aging is the result of neglect. It's the invisible decay that happens when we stop moving, when we stop challenging our bodies, when we treat our health as optional instead of essential. Too many older men look tired, worn, defeated, not because they are old, but because they allowed their bodies to weaken. And that, my friend, is entirely preventable. Think about it. Every day, your body sends you signals, aches, stiffness, fatigue. But most of us ignore them, brushing them off as natural signs of aging. It's a lie. Those signals are warnings. Your muscles, your bones, your heart, your metabolism, they are designed to adapt, to grow stronger with consistent effort. The moment you stop moving, that adaptation turns into decay. The muscles shrink, the metabolism slows, energy diminishes, and before you know it, the mirror reflects someone you barely recognize. Now, here's the shocking truth. Men who look decades younger than their age aren't born with some secret gene. They didn't stumble into youth, preserving magic. They simply decided to treat their bodies with respect. They move every day. They lift, stretch, run, walk, swim, whatever activates their muscles and challenges their cardiovascular system. Every session, no matter how short, signals to the body, you are still alive, you are still thriving, you are still capable. And the body responds. It repairs, it strengthens, it regenerates. But it's not just physical. There's a psychological shift that comes with movement. When you exercise consistently, your mind begins to believe in your vitality. You stand taller, walk with intention, speak with confidence. Fitness is not just about muscle and metabolism, it's about presence. The man who moves daily radiates energy that others notice immediately. Age becomes irrelevant because vitality is louder than wrinkles. Many men make the mistake of thinking fitness is only for the young. They say, "I'm too old for the gym," or "It's too late for me to start." Let me tell you something that will shock you. It is never too late. The human body is astonishingly resilient. Even men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond can rebuild strength, improve posture, and reclaim energy levels they thought were lost forever. The key is consistency and the willingness to challenge yourself, to confront discomfort, and to refuse excuses. And here's a nuance most people overlook. It's not about punishment. Fitness isn't about punishing the body for what you ate or for your age. It's about celebrating what your body can do. Every movement is an act of gratitude. Every drop of sweat is a declaration that you refuse to surrender to time. Men who age gracefully, men who look younger than their years, understand this at a deep level. They don't chase youth in mirrors or creams. They build it from the inside out. Let's also be honest about modern life. Our world is designed to make men sedentary. Chairs, cars, screens, convenience, they all conspire to weaken the body and dull the mind. Fighting back requires intention. It requires reclaiming time for movement, making it non-negotiable, and seeing it as essential, not optional. It's about creating a lifestyle where your body is constantly reminded that it matters, that it will be tested, and that it will prevail. So, if you want to look younger, stronger, alive, and unstoppable, start with your body. Move. Challenge yourself. Treat your body as a sacred vessel, not a disposable shell. Every step, every lift, every push-up, every stretch is an investment in your youth, your energy, and your presence. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for motivation, because motivation is fleeting. Discipline, however, builds a body that shocks the world and a life that defies age. Remember this: the body reflects the choices you make every single day. Age is not written in your DNA, it's written in your habits. Choose to move. Choose to strengthen. Choose to defy the decay that most men accept as inevitable. Your body is your first statement to the world. Make it speak of power, vitality, and youth. One day, when you look in the mirror, you won't just see a reflection. You'll see a man who refused to be defined by time, a man who mastered his body, and in doing so, shocked the world with his youth. Now, let's move from the body to the mind, because no matter how strong, fit, or disciplined your body is, if your mind is under siege, the mirror will betray you. Your mindset is the invisible architect of your appearance. The stress you carry, the thoughts you obsess over, the weight of resentment or fear, all of it shows up on your face, in your posture, in the way the world perceives you. Wrinkles, sagging, dull eyes, these are not just signs of age, they are signs of stress, mental exhaustion, and internal chaos. Men who look younger than their age have learned a simple, powerful truth: you cannot outlift your mind. If your thoughts are weak, your body will follow. Think about the men you see who seem effortlessly youthful, energetic, magnetic. They laugh easily, even when life is difficult. They hold their heads high. They carry an energy that is contagious. Their bodies are strong, yes, but more importantly, their minds are disciplined, resilient, and intentionally cultivated. They understand that mental clarity and emotional mastery are not luxuries. They are essential tools for defying time. Stress is not something that happens to you. It is a choice, or at least a reaction, and how you respond determines whether it ages you prematurely. Every time you replay anger, fear, or worry, your body responds as if it is under threat. Cortisol rises, tension builds, and your system ages faster than the calendar would suggest. The secret men who look younger than their years know is simple. They refuse to live in a state of chronic stress. They face challenges, yes, but they do not carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. They let go of what they cannot control and focus relentlessly on what they can. Now, let's be real. This is not easy. Life is designed to overwhelm you. Work pressures, relationships, social expectations, global chaos. It's easy to feel powerless. But the moment you accept that you can control your inner world, everything changes. Youthfulness, confidence, and presence all stem from a calm, disciplined mind. The way you think shapes your posture, your energy, and even the tone of your voice. Men who master their mindset do not simply look younger, they radiate vitality. They emit an energy that tells the world without words that they are alive, powerful, and in command of their lives. One of the most shocking truths is that the mind can undo the body faster than any lifestyle choice can improve it. A man who lifts weights and eats perfectly and sleeps 8 hours a night can still look old and tired if his mind is clouded with negativity. On the other hand, a man who understands emotional resilience, who cultivates joy, gratitude, and focus, will shine through even with minimal physical training. The mental game is not secondary, it is primary. You might ask, how do you cultivate this mental strength? It starts with awareness. Notice your thoughts. Observe where stress creeps in and recognize the patterns. The men who appear younger than their age do not suppress their stress. They transform it. They breathe, reflect, redirect their energy into constructive action, and refuse to replay failures or grudges in their mind. Meditation, journaling, purposeful reflection. These are not trends, they are weapons against aging. And let's not forget laughter. This is one of the most underestimated anti-aging tools in existence. The simple act of finding humor, of genuinely laughing in the face of challenges, reduces stress hormones, improves circulation, and literally rewires your brain for joy. Men who take life too seriously age faster. Men who laugh, even when the world is heavy, hold on to youth because joy is visible, it is palpable, it radiates. So, if you want to look younger, it begins in your mind. The battle against aging is fought not only in the gym or kitchen, but inside your thoughts. Manage stress, cultivate joy, let go of resentment, and strengthen your mental resilience. The man who controls his mind controls the story his body tells. Every wrinkle you fear, every line you see, every sign of fatigue can be rewritten by mastering your inner world. Remember this: your mind is the first reflection of your age. Strengthen it, and the body will follow. Stress and negativity are optional. Youth, vitality, and energy are a choice. Decide to think differently. Decide to protect your inner world as fiercely as you train your body. When you do, the mirror no longer shows your years, it shows your power. Now that we have explored the body and the mind, let's talk about something equally, if not more, powerful: what you feed yourself. Nutrition is not just about filling your stomach or satisfying cravings. Nutrition is the blueprint for your body, the language your cells understand, the silent architect of youth and vitality. You can exercise daily, meditate, and manage stress perfectly, but if you neglect what goes into your body, your efforts will be limited. Men who look younger than their age understand a truth that most of the world refuses to accept. Youth is eaten before it is seen. Consider this carefully. Every bite of food triggers a cascade of chemical reactions in your body. Every meal either fuels regeneration or accelerates decay. Processed foods, refined sugars, empty calories, they do not just harm your body, they communicate to your cells that it's time to age. Inflammation rises, metabolism slows, energy drops, skin dulls, and fatigue sets in. Men who neglect their diet do not age gracefully, they age aggressively, and the mirror never lies. On the other hand, men who maintain youth beyond their years understand that real nutrition is medicine, armor, and fuel all at once. Fresh vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, complex carbohydrates, these are not optional luxuries. They are the very foundation of a body that looks and feels younger than it is. Every nutrient repairs, every vitamin nourishes, every mineral strengthens. When you feed your cells what they need, they repair themselves more efficiently, your energy skyrockets, and your body begins to exude vitality that no cream or serum could ever replicate. Here's something most men never realize: aging is, in part, a cellular story. Your cells are constantly regenerating, and what you eat determines how well they do it. Poor food choices mean sluggish cells, weaker tissue, and accelerated breakdown. Nutrient-dense food means your cells function optimally, your muscles stay firm, your skin glows, your energy remains high. You are, in essence, the sum of what you feed your cells. Treat them poorly, and they betray you. Treat them well, and they reflect youth, strength, and vigor in every aspect of your life. But nutrition is not only about avoiding the bad, it's about embracing the extraordinary. Men who look younger than their age focus on foods that boost not just health but longevity. Foods rich in antioxidants fight free radicals that age your cells. Omega-3 fatty acids nourish the brain and the heart. Proteins build and maintain lean muscle. Hydration alone, water, is a secret weapon that many overlook. Youthful men are not obsessed with calories, they are obsessed with quality. Every choice, every bite, every sip is intentional. The psychological dimension of nutrition is equally critical. Eating well requires discipline, awareness, and sometimes defiance of cultural norms. Fast food, sugary snacks, and empty indulgences are everywhere. Resisting them is not just a physical act, it is an assertion of control, a declaration that you value your future self more than momentary pleasure. Every meal becomes a choice between decay and regeneration, between mediocrity and excellence, between aging before your time and defying it with intelligence and intentionality. And let's not ignore the subtle but profound effect nutrition has on your presence. Men who eat well carry themselves differently. They have energy in their movements, clarity in their speech, focus in their thoughts. The skin, hair, and eyes, the external reflection of nutrition, glow with health. When you nourish your body correctly, the world notices. You are not only performing better physically, but you are also perceived as stronger, more capable, more alive. Nutrition becomes a weapon of presence, an invisible signal to the world that you are not defined by age. So the lesson here is simple yet radical. If you want to look younger, stop feeding your body what you don't want to see reflected in the mirror. Start feeding it what it needs to thrive, repair, and regenerate. Make your diet a non-negotiable strategy for youth, not a series of excuses or indulgences. Let every meal be a conscious act of power, vitality, and self-respect. Remember this: your body is the sum of your choices, and your choices begin at the cellular level. Every bite matters. Every sip matters. You are writing your own biology, shaping your own vitality, and deciding whether you age gracefully or prematurely. Choose wisely. Feed your body as if your life, energy, and youth depend on it, because they do. Now, let's talk about something that most men underestimate: completely sleep. It's astonishing how easily we dismiss it, how quickly we sacrifice it in the name of productivity, social obligations, or entertainment. But here's the truth that will shock you: sleep is the single most underrated secret to looking and feeling younger. You can exercise, eat perfectly, manage stress, and practice mindfulness. But if you neglect deep, restorative sleep, your efforts will be limited. Your body will betray you, and the mirror will reflect exhaustion, dullness, and premature aging. Think about what happens when you sleep. Your body is not idle, it is repairing, rebuilding, and regenerating at a cellular level. Hormones are balanced, tissues are restored, muscles recover, and your brain consolidates memory, resets emotions, and clears toxins. This is why men who look younger than their age prioritize sleep above almost everything else. They understand that recovery is not optional, it is essential. Without it, the body deteriorates faster, the mind loses clarity, and vitality diminishes. Many men make the critical mistake of treating sleep as negotiable, as if it's a reward to be earned rather than a necessity to survive and thrive. "I'll sleep later," they say. "I can catch up on the weekend." Let me tell you something that most people never hear: your body cannot catch up on lost sleep. Sleep debt accumulates, and every hour you skimp accelerates aging, reduces energy, and steals resilience. Men who defy age treat sleep like a sacred investment. They create rituals, environments, and schedules that allow their bodies to fully restore every single night. The effects of poor sleep are immediate and visible. Dark circles, sagging skin, grayish tones, puffiness, fatigue in your eyes and movements. These are not just cosmetic problems. They are biological signals. Your body is crying out for repair. Men who sleep well, even in their 50s and 60s, maintain firm, glowing skin, bright eyes, strong posture, and steady energy. Sleep literally writes youth into your cells if you respect it. And sleep is not just about appearance. It's about performance, focus, and longevity. A well-rested man is sharper, more decisive, more resilient in the face of stress. He moves with intention, thinks with clarity, and carries himself with confidence. The man who ignores sleep stumbles through life, reacts emotionally, and ages far faster than his calendar would suggest. Sleep is not a luxury, it is the foundation of strength, vitality, and youth. The modern world conspires against proper rest. Screens, notifications, artificial light, stress, and relentless pressure all erode sleep quality. Fighting back requires intention. Men who look younger are disciplined in protecting their rest. They dim lights, silence distractions, establish routines, and honor the body's natural rhythms. Sleep is not passive, it is active, deliberate, and non-negotiable. Every night of proper sleep is a declaration that you value yourself, your energy, and your life more than temporary convenience. Here's the nuance: most men miss sleep is also intimately tied to stress and mindset. Without restorative sleep, the mind becomes reactive, anxious, and negative. Cortisol rises, inflammation increases, and the entire body begins to betray itself. Sleep, when respected, resets the system, balances hormones, reduces inflammation, and literally reverses damage that accumulates from daily stress. Men who understand this principle do not just look younger, they feel younger, and they radiate vitality that others notice instantly. Finally, understand that sleep is a form of self-respect. Every man who sacrifices it in the name of work, entertainment, or vanity is telling the world he values everything else more than his life, his energy, and his youth. Men who defy age protect sleep as fiercely as they protect their bodies, their minds, and their purpose. They know that vitality cannot be built on exhaustion, strength cannot be sustained on fatigue, youth cannot be preserved without rest. So, if you want to look younger and feel alive, start with your sleep. Stop cheating your body. Stop believing that you can outrun the biological consequences of neglect. Prioritize deep, restorative, consistent sleep as the non-negotiable foundation for your health, vitality, and presence. When you do, you will wake up not just refreshed, but renewed, revitalized, and ready to reclaim every day with energy and focus that belays your age. Remember this: sleep is the silent architect of youth. Protect it, honor it, and let it rebuild you every night. Without sleep, all other efforts lose power. With it, every choice you make becomes exponentially more effective. Your youth, your energy, your presence, they are written in your nights. Guard them fiercely. Finally, we arrive at one of the most powerful secrets of all: confidence and presence. You see, youth is not just a matter of muscles, diet, sleep, or mindset. True, lasting youth radiates from the energy you carry, the aura you project, and the way you move through the world. Men who look younger than their age do not just train their bodies, they cultivate presence, a kind of magnetic energy that communicates vitality without words. This is a secret most men never understand. The body reflects what the mind believes, and the world responds to the energy you emit long before it notices your chronological age. Confidence is more than arrogance or self-importance. It is the quiet, unshakable knowledge of your own value. It is the refusal to seek validation from others because you are already rooted in self-assurance. Men who appear younger carry themselves differently. They stand taller, walk with purpose, and speak with authority. Their gestures are deliberate, their posture uncompromised, their gaze direct yet calm. The physical presence of a confident man alters the perception of age. He may have gray hair, but his energy screams vitality. His body, his mind, and his spirit work together to project youthfulness in a way that no cream, exercise, or diet alone can replicate. Presence is an even deeper layer of this truth. It is the ability to inhabit the moment fully, to command attention without demanding it, and to engage with the world intentionally. Older men often make the mistake of trying to blend into their environment, letting life pass by them while their energy diminishes. Men who defy age do the opposite. They inhabit every space with authority and awareness. Their presence signals strength, composure, and life force. Others notice it instantly, whether consciously or unconsciously. Presence is the bridge between internal vitality and external perception. It makes age irrelevant because the energy you radiate communicates far more than your years ever could. The reason this is so critical is psychological and social. Humans are wired to respond to energy, tone, and intent before they process visual cues. This means that even if a man has some physical signs of aging, the confidence he exudes, the presence he commands, and the energy he radiates will dominate perception. People will see a younger, more vibrant version of him because the mind responds to power, control, and intentionality first. In other words, confidence and presence are not just traits, they are age-defying superpowers. And let's not forget the internal consequences. Confidence and presence reinforce all the other secrets we've discussed. A man who moves with self-assurance exercises better, eats with purpose, sleeps more consistently, and manages stress with clarity. Each choice becomes easier because the mind believes in its capability. The energy of confidence accelerates progress in every area of life, creating a feedback loop where vitality begets vitality and youthfulness compounds. This is where the true shock lies. Most men focus on external measures of youth, abs, muscles, skin, but they neglect the energy that actually signals youth to the world. They ignore posture, tone, and the way they carry themselves. They ignore the fact that people, consciously or unconsciously, respond to energy first and age second. Men who harness their confidence and presence unlock a form of youth that is visible, undeniable, and profoundly magnetic. Cultivating this is not about pretending to be young. It is about embodying your power, embracing your experiences, and projecting vitality in a way that defies age. Confidence and presence require honesty, self-awareness, and discipline. You must confront insecurities, let go of fear, and commit to showing up as fully as possible in every situation. Every gesture, every word, every step becomes intentional. This is not superficial, it is transformative. The world reacts to your energy, and your mirror eventually follows suit. So, if you want to look younger and project vitality that shocks everyone around you, start with confidence and presence. Stand taller, move deliberately, speak with authority, and inhabit every moment fully. Let your energy become a beacon of youth. Everything else, your diet, your sleep, your fitness, your mindset, will amplify when your internal energy aligns with external action. Age is irrelevant when the man within radiates strength, purpose, and life force. Remember this: confidence and presence are the ultimate anti-aging tools. No cream, no supplement, no trend can replicate the energy of a man who knows his worth, claims his space, and moves through life with unshakable authority. Your body follows your energy, your mind supports it, and the world responds to it. Cultivate it relentlessly. Radiate it without apology. Shock the world with your youth.